Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Grow and Clip Bonsai for Seniors. Today is, if I can find my pointer, today is October 27th of 2024. It's Sunday. It's 39 degrees Fahrenheit or 4 degrees Celsius. Today we're going to work on my bay tree or bay leaf tree that I got from Ted's greenhouse. It's called a Laurus Nobilis. The height is 5 feet or 1.5 meters. Zones 8 to 10. So in the north here we got to keep it into the in the house for the winter time. It needs a well-drained soil and full to partial sun, part sun. So here's the bay leaf tree from Ted's. It's a nice one. It's got a little bit of weeds in there, that little bit of clover or some kind of weed in there, but that's all right. That's little stuff. And then we got our little snail in there. Kept them in there for a mascot. But you can get a bay leaf tree at Ted's greenhouse. I don't know if you can see it. And we'll go from there. So right now I got a little pot. It's an old pot, but we're going to use it. And the first thing we're going to do is I got to keep the height short. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut it down to here. And you know, nothing cuts wood like ironwood. These are my ironwood pruners. So I'm gonna put this in water, but I'm gonna take the leaf off. Now these leaves, they use them for seasoning fish or meats. So the leaves are good for seasoning. So we're just gonna cut some of these leaves back to here, and then I'm gonna stick it in water. But you can see all these little nodes here. So we're just gonna strip it a little bit, the bark, and I'm gonna stick it in water until I can get it fill up a pot. So we're gonna try to root it. So we're just gonna stick it in there for now. Man, I wish you could smell the leaves. They smell delicious. They smell good. It's good for seasoning. Yeah, I was working on my lava rock because the seeds didn't take. I don't know if they were viable enough, and I can dig in there and make a nice little flower pot with this. So we'll try some viable seeds later. And my sister gave me some dishes she found at the thrift store, so I drilled the holes in there. So we'll work on them later. But let's take this apart. Let's get it out of the pot. I hope it fits in that pot there. It's got a good, strong root system. And Tom, what else did you forget? Well, we'll do that. Oh, I got some over here. My sister got me some lipstick she found cheap. LA color, so we'll use this one. It's a darker color. And we'll dab it on the top after we get it repotted. Well, we got Matt's root rake from Matt from Bobcat Bonsai, and I want to thank Matt for this mighty fine root rake. And you can see that this was planted in Ted's mix. You can see how nice it is. It's got the lava rock in there and everything. So we're just going to take it out. I'm going to say, Tom, it might not be a good time to repot stuff, but you know, usually in fall it's pretty good. And don't worry about weeds. Weeds come into everything. And these are just minor. And yes, I gotta buy beneficial bacteria more. I got the other one, but I gotta dilute it in water. I can use that later. And you can see the nice, strong, healthy root system this one has. But it's a long, big root system, and I'm going to reuse the soil because this is good soil yet. So I'm going to put that in the weeds in this pot. And I can use the soil to repot it in here. Right there. And I don't have any rooting hormone. So what I'll do is, let's put this in. right now I don't have rooting hormone. I have to buy that too. And then all we're going to do is take our chopstick, poke a hole in it, stick it in. So I don't know if it's going to root because it's going to be cold down here in the basement. And I like Matt's root rake because these got metal ones, but I like the wooden ones for the seniors because, and those of you with arthritis, because wood is good. It's got a good feel to it, and it's better than the steel, so it doesn't get your hands cold. It's good stuff. Now this is a good Ted's mix for this, because he's got regular potting mix, and he sells the core and everything that you can use. So I gotta remember, we gotta firm it down, and I'll give it some water later. Put that on the side, but you can see that how we got it in there. And now this is a tangled mess of roots. So let's see what we can get. Let's find the base where it came out of. And the first thing we're going to do is remove a lot of this soil for now. Just push it on the side. And this soil is still good, nice and fluffy. We're going to stick it in the bottom of this pot. Like you say, waste not, want not. And we got a long, twisty root over here. So, I got scissors that I just use for roots. Well, sometimes I forget where I put them. I'll take that root system off. We got a nice root system, so we're just going to cut just to get some of these long roots out of the way. Just like that. Now, we're going to put it into here like now, because right now it's cold. The basement's going to, is not like 80 degrees. It's like, let's say it's about 68, 65. So I think we can get this in here, but we got to cut a little bit more of the root. A little bit here, and a little bit here. Just give it a short little haircut just to fit it in for now. And we're gonna use these bottom roots here as our base. We're just gonna cut these top ones off over here. I think we got it real nice. We got a long root here that we can take off. You can see it's coming out there, but we can leave that as a good root flare, but we got to pull it out. Let it stretch. Get it in a little bit more. We got this bottom here. That's letting us, we're going to cut this downward facing root right about there, because it's not letting us get into the pot properly. There we go. Get this root around here just for now. We can always repot this later, but right now I want it to start to grow for me for the winter months. And we'll take some more of our Ted's mix and put it right in the middle. 7 o'clock. Mr. Clock says, hurry up, Tom. People got stuff to do. Okay, Mr. Clock. Mr. Clock on the shelf. So right now we're going to put our little bay leaf tree in there. And there's there's Kevin. He wants to get into the action here. And we're going to just put our soil in there. And then we're going to take our chopstick and get it into the roots. So fire that chopstick in, fire it in. You got to get it all inside any air pockets. You want to get any air pockets out. And Mr. Clock says we're getting a little slow here because he says this is Sunday and this is family day and people want to be with their families and loved ones. So, Tom, get a move on. Okay, Mr. Clock, we're getting a move on. And Kevin is just watching here. He's saying, hurry up, Tom. We got to get this going so the people could go and do their thing. Okay, Kevin. You know, Kevin's in the way here. Come on, Kev. Attaboy. Kevin. People want to... Come on, buddy. You got to put him down so we can finish this. He wants to hog up all the action here. Well, I'm going to take this and just jiggle it in, jiggle it in, jiggle it in. Fire it in, fire it in. Get it all into the roots real good. We left a nice amount of roots on here. We had to cut it to make it small. I just want to keep it small, let it bush out, because we got a leaf coming out this way, so where we cut it here, something will branch out that way, hopefully. But we'll see. I'll take a little bit of our water it in. Thank you, Mr. Elephant. Mr. Elephant says hello to all the kitties that are watching. There we go. And just make sure you get every air pocket out. And we're going to take some more soil, but I'll take this. And we got to get Mr. Spoon over here, our spoon. And put it in a little bit like this. A little bit here. A little bit here. Just like that. Put our mix back into our bucket. Remember, it's family day, so shut that phone off after 6 o'clock and be with the family. It's an emergency. One ring, hang up, one ring, hang up, and call again. So, what can we put on the top? Where did I put my... There it is. We got our Peace River gravel from Carib Sea. And get our spoon, Mr. Spoon, and put in our gravel here just to dress it up. We're not worried about a front. We want it to grow. It's a youngster. Just like that. And let's see, which would be a good front for us? We gotta keep turning. You can see where it was pruned before, so we got a nice growth coming out this way, and we got some buds coming there, so hopefully this will bush out nice. So we got a little curve this way, and if we put it this way, we can see the curve better. So I think we'll keep this as a front. because this is the way it's growing naturally. We'll put our little snail in there. And we'll give it a little bit of watering. The water come out. We'll get the lipstick out. Now this looks like a good color. Yep, if I can get it. And that's the color we're going to use on it. And lipstick is a natural wax. Remember that. It's a natural wax that women put on their lips, and it does keep the moisture out. I use lipstick on my rose bushes for the winter time. It keeps it from having all that water running into it. So I'm going to just put a little bit of lipstick on this cut over here. There you have it. Lipstick is easy, it's cheap. You don't have to buy that fancy cut paste. I don't use cut paste. If I got a big cut, I use Type Bond wood glue. And it dries clear, and it's easy to use. Why buy that expensive stuff when lipstick works just the same? Easy to use. But for guys, don't get it on your shirt sleeves or anything, and then your wife's going to say, well, where have you been? So just a bit of levity there. So this is our little bay leaf, plain and simple. You don't have to be fancy. And there you go. And you can see with the lipstick, it hardly makes a difference. It'll seal that wound in nice. I mean, it's going to be in the basement now, but when I put it outside for the spring, this will help keep the moisture from going into there. So, it's Sunday. Have a good day. Mr. Clock says it's about 8 minutes after 7 o'clock in the morning. It's a bit long, so you take care, everybody. And have a good day, and shut that phone off and be with the family. Call up your loved ones. Anybody that's alone that you know, got no one to talk to, give them a little ring. Make them a little happy today. Anybody in your family, even your grandma and grandpa, go over there and visit them. They'll be happy. Take care, everybody.